Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. Last time we got our mall set up for these first four elements: iron, copper, silicon, titanium, and we started work on the next quadrant, brick, glass, magnets, and electromagnets. Now, we have some brick and glass production up and running, but it's not very high throughput, and we have resources for this on this planet. So I think we're going to take a look at setting that production up over here somewhere. We've got stone reserves over here that's sort of close. There's stone veins there. I think we'll go ahead and maybe we'll set up on these stone veins over here. Leave this for whatever that growth is. This is up near the pole though, and I've been told to keep that safe. So maybe we'll come over here. It is sort of it's a goodly distance away, but let's come up here and set up stone and glass production and maybe belt that over here. We did kind of establish a baseline of 360 units of production on Alwade 1 for iron and copper. I think we've got at least that much for silicon and titanium. So that'll be sort of our goal for our mall, to be sending over at least 360 units of each item. All right, let's get started. Let's fly over to those stone veins and see what we can make happen. Okay, so if we get set up with, let's see, if we put down a Mark II producer and go into brick here. Where's brick? Why do I not see brick on this screen? Is it made in a smelter? Maybe it's made in a smelter. Yeah, it looks like brick and glass are both made in the smelter. This is 60 per second. And glass uses more stone and comes up with 30 per second. So we're going to want 6 smelters making brick and 12 smelters making glass. And we're going to need a lot of stone here. Let's see what we can make happen. We might need 2 stone veins for this. Let's get started with some miners. 180 per minute there. 180 per minute there. And then we have maybe a little bit of extra here. That looks good. Yeah, just some backup so that as stone veins get depleted, we can feel okay about that. We want to build towards the towers. So we'll come over here and lay down a line of 6 smelters to produce brick. Yeah, let's do that. So I guess we'll come along this radial here, which means we'll need a little bit of foundation, but we can make that. Oh, no, I'm almost out of foundation. Let's not do that then. We want to leave room for that oil too. So maybe we'll come... Yeah, we're going to need some foundation. Let's head back. I know I have tons of it, and we have a billion soil piles. So I just need to get some foundation going. All right, foundation. That's, how much is that? 2,000? 3,000, that should be enough. Okay. All right, now like we said, we want to build towards these guys. So we want to build in this direction if we can. Like here. How do we want to put these down? It's kind of a weird angle, but I guess we build this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can almost get it with just a little bit of foundation here. That should be sufficient. All right, let's do... How am I for belts? I need belts too. Damn it, I forgot to get some while I was over there. All right, let's go. Belts. Let's get 900. Okay, it feels good. Feels like we're gonna get the stone, we're gonna get the brick and glass done this episode. We'll have to see about magnets and electromagnets. I think we're gonna have to go to all Wade 1 for that. Let's get this belted. Okay, once those are online, then we put down our smelters. We're gonna need 6 of those, and we're gonna need an output belt, which will come along here, something like this. Let's do sorters. So input, output, set you to make brick, and then we get 6 of these and we're golden. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, looks good. So you're gonna make 360 brick per minute for me, which is very nice of you, very kind of you. We don't need anything past the inputs and outputs. Now, 360 brick means this belt will be saturated. Should we stockpile or should we send the belt? Should we try to set up logistics or do we send the belt directly? Like if we send the belt directly, it's a big ugly thing. The alternative is to set up a couple of relay stations here with logistics drones. How much can our logistics drones carry right now? Our bots, rather. Our bots can fly 8.1 meters per second, and I don't know what they can carry. We'll have to check upgrades. That's another thing I need to be working on is upgrades. We don't have anything queued right now. So, where is logistics stuff? Drone engine is construction drones. Mecha cruise speed. That's not what we're interested in. Distribution range we have here. Logistics carrier capacity. We're interested in the bots, right? Can I see? I don't, it doesn't show me what their carrying capacity is. Oh, carrying capacity 14. Okay, they can carry 14, which means, and we can fit 10 of them in a thing, so 10 of them can carry 140. We want 360 per minute. So how fast can they make that flight? I would like to get the throughput on that to 360. I guess there's only one way to find out. I feel like 2 should do it. I think. I feel like 2 should do it. 2 fully charged. Because we'll have bots going both ways, right? I think that's right. Let's get a little skosh of land back here. And let's set up a belt to go into here to feed this with. Now, I don't really want it to go in the middle there. Okay, so you're doing brick and glass and magnets and magnetic coils, right? And you're demanding that things be brought to you locally. Okay. So that's fine. I don't have any drones for you right now. I don't think you need them, though. Or, well, you will. Yeah, because we're going to do some interplanetary stuff as well. There we go. So you're going to be... How do I set the filter up here? I guess it doesn't matter. Because we're not outputting? So the output we filter, the input we don't. All right, so you're brick, you're glass, right? Yeah, you're magnets and you're magnetic coils. Magnets and magnetic coils. Let's also set our limits. I think 3,000 we said is okay for us. So we can't get drones out. We can't supply and demand in the same place. So everything's going to be coming into this tower. Anything we want going out is going to come from these depots here via logistics drones or something like that. Alternatively, we can set up more towers later if we need to. So you're feeding in. You're feeding in brick, right? That's the idea. Looks like I need just a skosh more foundation here. Okay. So each of you should supply half of the capacity of the belt, which is 180. And I think one of these does that. Right? Yeah, that'll do 180. You will need a bit of power. We'll set up like that. Then we'll do these like this. You're going to demand brick, stone brick. We're going to request from other distributors. We're going to fill you up with bots. I'm going to copy these settings here. Okay. So if we have enough production and if the logistics bots can carry enough, that should saturate this belt and send 360 per minute in there. Let's get back to brick production. So let's actually reverse this belt so that we're closer. We'll come over here. We'll put down 2 more depots. 1 and 2. We'll put down more logistics setups. We'll supply you with sorters. Running out of sorters here. Okay. You are going to supply brick to other distributors. We're going to copy your settings over here. Looks good. So once we turn this on, this should start sending 360 brick per minute over to that tower at the mall. I think we've got it. There is this crude oil seep here. We might, if we come back to use this, we might have to move. Might have to tinker with this belt a little bit. Let's just do it now so it's out of the way. Let's do it like this. We'll bring it over here. Nope, we need to come down one further, then connect it up. Okay, so that leaves the crude oil seep available. Is that connected? I think so. See, sometimes it looks clean, sometimes it doesn't. Let me delete this here. Try again. So you're gonna connect to you, and then we're gonna connect you like this. Yeah, it's a little weird, but I think it'll work. Okay. Let's power this on. That looks good. Get another one there. And there. Okay, so in goes the brick, out comes the stone. Or in goes the stone, out comes the brick. And you should start flying soon. With 20 bots on either side of the equation. So that's 40 logistics bots. We should have no problem supplying here. Consuming the full 360, I think. Let's wait and see some bots fly. I guess they're coming in to retrieve it first. Alright. I think this is working. I think this is fine. Alright. So let's set up on glass now. Where do we have more stone? Because I don't think we have enough here. There's a little bit over there. Maybe we have enough here? I don't know. Let's find out. How many veins do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not enough. We need like 12. So we can use some of this. Let's see if I can finagle this some way to mostly grab stuff. Yeah, that's not going to work. What about this way? That's not going to work either. I can get those 6, which nobody else is using. That does leave like 2 in the middle here. But that's pulling in 6. So we need 6 more from over there, I guess. Or is there a better vein to pull from in terms of stone nearby? There's more stone over here that we're not really using. Yeah. Let's get 6 of these veins and belt them across to join up over here. I think that's the plan. Okay. So set up. We want to get 6 here if we can. There are 6 there. That's 5. There we go. That's 6. But kind of, I'd really like this. Foundation required? I think we can get this. Let's throw a little Scotia foundation there. We get 6? We can get those top 6. Okay, let's grab those. Let's get this powered, because we're not coming back here anytime soon. And then we got to belt this. So you're going to come out, go over, and up to like there. Let's start there. And then where do we want to send you? How do we want to send you? We want to hook up on this side, so we want to come right around here behind the copper, it looks like. Okay. I connected that to the wrong thing. All right, let's come up to somewhere around here, past the copper. I think that's fine. Maybe we go up to the... I guess that's fine to there. Then we start routing it laterally. Like this. It's not quite high enough. We need it actually on that line. So we'll go up to here and then bring it over like this. Okay, that looks good. We're burning through a lot of belts here, but I'm okay with it. Let's make sure we fully complete the belt. Okay, this is going to provide 360. Now, I can't remember. Did we determine we need more stone than that? To produce 360 glass, what do we need? 2 stone produces 1 glass, so we need double that. So we need actually quite a bit more. We don't need 12 stone veins. We need 24. And this line needs to be fully saturated, and we need a second line beside it, I think. So we're gonna need like all the rest of this stone. Yeah, I think we do. Okay. So can I get 6 more here? We'll collide with other object. What is it colliding with? Me? What is that colliding with? I don't know. That's 7, and we would need 5 more. And we need the 5 joined to this line, because otherwise it'll be oversaturated. Right? We get 5 more? I guess 6 more is fine. So we actually need... That's 7 plus 6. These 2 form their own line that's parallel to this one. Yeah. So you're going to come around here like this. Why don't you just hug your own side a little bit? Probably need to leave a little bit of space here. And then we want you to start doing this. Okay. Let's pull you out. Have you join up. Let's get some power going for that guy. Okay, those are on. This did a weird thing over here, but I'll live with it, I guess. Let's keep drawing you. You're gonna keep going. Okay. So the inner line has room for more. The outer line is saturated. They should both be fully saturated with 360 ore per minute, or stone per minute. Let's keep you going out to here for now. Okay. You need to join the inner line. We're sort of done with you for the time being. You need to join up to the inner line. Like so. And then you need power. So this now has 360 saturated with some extra capacity once a vein runs out. Right? Right. Okay. So now we need 2 sets of smelters. I think we need 6 on either side. Is that right? Let me figure this out real quick. So we've got 720 stone. Smelters start going down like this. You're going to produce glass. And you pull off 2 stone and make 1 glass, and you do that 30 times a minute. So you're going to pull off 60 stone per minute and produce 30 glass per minute. So we need 6 of you to make 180 glass. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's have you produce glass. Okay. You're going to need an output line for your glass production. And then you're going to need sorters. So in goes the stone, out comes the glass. We can do 6 of you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very nice. Okay. Then, how many spaces are between? So we got. I guess I'll just draw it. The output belt. That'll come down to like here-ish. And then once this is down, can I shift click this and rotate it? How do I can rotate it. Okay. I think that works, right? No, it's gonna interrupt. Okay, so I can't do it that way. I'm gonna have to manually do this. Okay, that's too bad, but it's understandable. So we are gonna place it here, but the input-output's gonna have to be different. So, oh man, I'm almost out of sorters. Okay, I need to go stock up a little bit. We're almost done with glass here. I'm very happy with this, but we're already 24 minutes in. So it's good. We might not finish magnets and electromagnets. You are sorter mark 2. Yes, I want you. I want 200 of you. What are you? A pile sorter. I'm not going to throw those away. I will throw away the Mark 1 though. We probably need more belts now too. Let's just grab a stack of those to be safe. Okay, looks good. Let's head back over to Glass Town. Okay. So you are going to produce glass as well, but your input outputs are slightly different. Why were they... So it seemed like... Okay, stone goes in. Glass comes out, right? It was like intersecting or something. It was very weird. Okay, all that looks good. Eating up all the stone, producing all the glass. Then this'll have 180 glass per second on it, as will this line. So we need to feed these together and send them off with logistics setups. Let's put down 2 depots. Nope, I want these small ones. Like this and like this. You need to come... The belt needs to go 1 step longer. Then we feed these in. 180 per second each. Then we set up logistics. You are both going to provide glass to whoever wants it. Provide to other distributors. 10 bots. Copy, paste. How am I for bots? I've still got 100 left. Okay. So if we power this on... This should start producing 360 glass per minute and firing it. We have to set up the other end of the logistics chain, but it'll be firing it over to the tower. Alrighty, Roo. Let's get you there. And then we're going to need 2 here. 1 there. And 1 here. Okay, let's watch. Did we set this up correctly? Looks like there's a little bit of lack of material to some degree. Or is it catching up? I think we're right. I think these are both belts are fully saturated on the input. They're fully saturated on the output. We're producing glass. Very nice. I love it. Okay, let's head back over to the tower. And let's set up another one of these suckers to bring in the glass. And then I think the magnets and the electromagnets, or the magnetic coils, are going to come from another planet. So we don't need to worry too much about them in terms of, like, spacing. There we go. We will need a little more foundation, but that's okay. We can provide that. So then we set up... I like having things look symmetrical when possible. I like making things look nice as well as being efficient. You guys are going to output your glass onto this belt. 360 per minute. We need logistics setups. You're going to request from other distributors some glass. Copy paste. Nice. Okay. So that's brick and glass done. Now we need to go to All-Aid 1 and set up to send magnets and magnetic coils back here. Before we do that, we need to take a look at our planetary base because I think we need another one. I think we need another one now. Where's our planetary base? Over here, right? Yeah, that's the interstellar base. Okay. Okay. So you're set up to receive titanium, high purity silicon, iron ingots, and copper. We can set you up to receive magnets as well. Local supply, remote demand, maximum 3,000. And that's fine. But now we need... Do we need logistics drones? I think Justin Clements, who's been the big commenter who's been helping me out, told me that generally you want to put the bots in the demand tower as opposed to in the supply tower. So we already have we already have bots coming here to get the titanium, the silicon, the iron, and the copper. But we now need another planetary, we need another interstellar base to receive the magnetic coils and whatever else we end up making on All-Wade 1. So let's start there. Let's make another interplanetary base and figure out where we can plop it down. I guess we should have it closer to... Where are we doing? Where's the other side of the planet where we're doing this? So we're over there. Where are we right now? Yeah, we want to head like this way. Like this is a big open area with nothing in it. We could put one down here. Let me put what I have for now. What do I have? Can I make one of these? I cannot. All right, so let's just put down like a big loop of just, this is going to be just to remind us what we're doing. Then we're going to put it here. Let's just do something like that, I guess. A weird square. That kind of like highlights the square and tells us where we're doing it. So I think the rest of the episode, we're going to be building stuff for the next part of the plan, which is the magnets and the magnetic coils. Where's my crappy mall? Where's crappy mall? Crappy mall is over here. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 interplanetary towers, one for here and one for All-Wade 1. Let's start with that. So first off, we need 2 planetary logistics stations, which means we need steel to begin with. We have steel over here. Somewhere. Here we go. I can afford to be carrying around a little bit more of this stuff. How much can I stuff in here? Wow. Wow. Hold on. I can put 800 steel in there. That's kind of incredible. That's pretty handy, actually. Okay. Let's make 2 planetary logistics stations. I can afford to make 1. What am I missing? Titanium ingots? Okay. We gotta go get some of those then. I can put those in my logistics thing too, can't I, huh? Where am I even going? Yeah, over there. I'm trying to figure something out here. Let me highlight this. So if I click this and then shift click it, I can pick up stacks of this. See, can I fit 800 ingots in here? I can. Wow. Amazing. So, and can I replicate with that? If I now go back into replication. No. So I have to like take it out and put it in my inventory and then I can do it. That's so weird. I mean, we'll do it. Because why not? Let's grab 2 stacks for now. But I guess it's nice to be able to carry it around and then just dump it in my inventory when I need it. I should do that with a lot of things. Yeah. How are we on power? We've consumed 8 of these fusion rods. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. I love seeing the full belts. Oh, this is so cool. I'm really pleased with the idea here. I just hope I can get the execution right. All right, so now we can make 2 of these. That's fine. Probably gonna need more stuff back at the mall, so let's head that way. Now, next up, we're going to need 2 interstellars. We don't need orbital collectors, but we're going to need 2 more interstellar logistics stations. We're going to need titanium alloy for that. And we might need more particle containers as well. Let's go grab some particle containers. We should have some made over here, right? Yes. This should be making a lot. All right. Let's see how many of these I can stick in my cool new logistics thing. 800. Sure. Why not? Let's take all of them. We don't need that many. We'll leave a few for later. This is going to come in real handy, I think. Real handy. Okay. And then we need titanium, which is titanium alloy, rather, which is back over this way. Lots of flying back and forth. Eventually, this will be a thing of the past. Or that's the goal, anyway. You should have titanium available somewhere. Yeah. Not titanium ingots. I need titanium alloy. Yeah, here we go. Let's take a few stacks of this. Stick it in here. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. Now let's make our 2 interstellar logistics stations. We can make 2. Let's do that. And then we had a location picked out. We surrounded it with that thing of... Let me try and remember what my logic was. It was going to be... It was going to be some spot closer to... I don't see... This is why I put that thing down, but I don't see it now. The ring of... The ring we had set up with, like, the... There it is. Okay, we decided we were going to put it there for whatever reason, so let's do that. Okay. Let's put an interstellar logistics station here. Let's delete these, I guess. And put it on that tile. Okay, there's an interstellar logistics station. Now, you are going to be requesting magnets. You're going to be requesting magnetic coils. And then we've got 3 slots for later. We are going to be... We demand that you provide it to us from the remote. We demand remotely, and then once it's here on the planet, we supply it locally. Okay. The way this is worded is really hard for me to deal with. Let's set our limits at 3,000. That's great. Now we need to produce 10 interstellar logistics vessels to power this, and we should get this connected to the power grid real quick as well. So we're not going to have any belts here. Anything that we want items out of this, we're a local supply. So we'll have local demand drones come and pick it up. But we're going to have vessels go out to the other planet and grab them. Right. Okay. Let's get you wired in. Looks like I'll need 2 to do it. Or I guess we do like this. Okay, that'll start powering up. So that'll be ready when we go to Alwade 1 and set up the production and feed it into that interstellar tower. But it does need the 10 interstellar drones. Logistics vessels, excuse me. So, to craft interstellar logistics vessels, what do we need? I think we need some kind of thruster that we probably don't have. Yeah. How many... I do have some, apparently. Or I can craft some. I have 8 right now. Is it the reinforced thruster? Yeah. So I want to build 10 of these vessels. I feel like... I know, Justin, that you said, if you're watching, I know you said not to create these on the supply side, to, like, send them out to pull things in and not try to push things out. But I feel like I want the throughput, so I'm going to try to make 20 of these. 10 for this planet and 10 for Alwade 1. So if I want 20 of these, I need 40 reinforced thrusters, which is the bottleneck is going to be these electromagnetic turbines. All right, I can make 35 right now. let's head back to the crappy mall. Which is, I think, this direction. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if I have any of these ready. No, it's totally empty. Are you demanding or you're providing? Yikes. Okay. Are you making? You're making when you get motors, so I'm gonna have to do this manually because this is being used somewhere. It's flying over there to do something. I don't know what. Yeah, we're gonna need to craft a bunch of these. So what did I say? I wanted 40 thrusters, which requires 40 times 5, 200 magnetic turbines. So I need 400 electric motors and 400 magnetic coils. Let's see what's available. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yikes, that's almost dead. And how many have we got here? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna need to make... Oh boy. 400 electromagnetic turbines. Now, why does that say 268? Two of these produce 1. Oh. Did I get the math right? I need 40 of these, which requires 40 times 5 is 200. 40 times 5 is 200 electromagnetic turbines. And for 200 of these, I need 400 motors, which I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 400 magnetic coils. So why does this say I can only make... Oh, I only want to make 200. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And get that down to 68. Okay, that'll make 200 of those. After that, we can make 40... We're making 40 thrusters, which is going to require another 200 of this alloy, which we have in here. How many of these do I need? For 20, I need 40. Yeah. I might have gone overboard here. I'm not sure. Let's see. If I do 10, 20, 30... Yeah, then it starts making stuff. Okay. So I'm going to have to wait for this to finish. Okay, so right now... Right now, I've got a lot of manual crafting to do. And we're near the end of the episode anyway. We're at 43.5 minutes, so I'll call it here. You guys know the plan. When we come back, we're going to finish setting up interplanetary logistics and transportation, as well as production of magnets and magnetic coils sourced from Alwade 1, brought back to this planet. Ideally, 360 per minute to saturate our mall over there and set us up for the future. That's going to be it for this time. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your comments and your viewership, for your likes and your subscribes. All of it means the world to me. It makes it much more fun to make these videos, knowing that people are actually watching them. We're almost up to 1,200 subscribers at the time of recording. Things have slowed down a bit. I seem to have dried up a little bit on my subscribers, new subscribers. So I guess tell your friends. I don't really care. I'm just glad somebody's watching. But we'll see you in the next one. Take care.